Here's a quick recap of what went down at the Exertis Exclusive 2025 media event, with so many new product launches and hands-on demos from a range of different companies. But before that, I just want to make a quick shout out to Exertis and WGA for making this event possible and for inviting me down. First up was Swann Security with their brand new line of home security products. They had their Swann Buddy 4K video doorbell, which actually was interesting. So when someone rings the doorbell and you might not be in, the doorbell uses AI to talk back and forth with the visitor
without actually sounding like an AI.
And even when you are in, it can handle requests such as letting Swann Shield know that there's a package coming in and to let the delivery person know to leave it around the back of the house. It's the first doorbell that's actually caught my eye but has one big downside, and that is it doesn't integrate with any other ecosystem like Google Home or Apple HomeKit, which is a downer. Next was their camera range, the Max Ranger 4K Mini. But most importantly, it's a new type of long-range wireless signal which uses Wi-Fi Halo, so you can see what's going on instantly from a camera that's maybe much further down from the usual base station, which is also new. Next up is Optoma. Now, I've heard of this brand before and we used their projectors at my church, so it was kind of interesting to see them announce their new Photon Life projectors with HDR support, auto keystone and focus correction, and can display an image up to 150 inches. And it's even great for gamers too, being able to output at 1080p 240Hz refresh rate and 4.6 milliseconds of input lag in such a small package. Alright, heading over to ROG and Asus, showing some really sick tech and their partnership with Hatsu Miku to bring their new pre-built PCs to the UK. ROG was also displaying and showing off some new peripherals and their flagship Strix OLED 500Hz 1440p gaming monitor and their flagship esports focused monitors, keyboards, along with their new ROG Nook mini PC. Turtle Beach had a lot going on and a lot to try out too. First up was their fight controllers, which you could add to their Pro BFG Reload controllers, which look amazing and felt great to hold. With their official partnerships with Xbox and PlayStation to get them licensed officially, they're the only brand which I know of that is actually putting in the effort to get their accessories licensed by console creators. Like here, we have the Atlas 200s, which are lightweight gaming headphones specifically made and branded for PlayStation. I got to try them out and I was really there for the bass type of songs because I don't game much at the moment, but did these deliver? Also with their built-in microphones which work by flipping up to mute and vice versa, along with memory foam cushions for a comfortable all-day session. Quick little mention to their new Rematch wireless controllers made for the Nintendo Switch, showcasing some nostalgia with a lenticular multi-image display. I thought I would get that wrong, but it's lenticular, I'm saying it correctly. You can tilt the controller in any which way to show off another image, which is really cool, and currently is on pre-order, so there's another link in the description before they sell out. Moving on to their racing setups. This is the Race KD3 Velocity 1, which I got to try out and crashed a lot of the time in the racing game. So you can actually feel every single vibration and feedback even when taking corners, so the steering is a lot more harder to turn with at certain speeds. And if you're going slower, a lot easier to turn at certain speeds. It was a great experience. We had the guys over at Ceratech with their biodegradable bioplastic range. Their wheatgrass eco range is made using a wheatgrass polymer, which is also a bioplastic. So I got to take a look at their biosound products, which are their Bluetooth headphones, which sound pretty decent. Nothing like the AirPod Maxes and XM5s out there, but decent headphones. But the cool thing about this and their other products that I show from Ceratech is that everything here is fully biodegradable and extremely durable. So their wireless M100 mouse and Bio 960 keyboards and their 1080p Full HD Biocam 900 webcams, a mouthful, are fully biodegradable, so check out their products in the link below, and honestly they are pretty genuinely interesting. Cygnett had a wide range of accessories. They're an Australian brand coming to the UK, bringing in some of their products in batches, but here we have some power banks. Upon first look, they're genuinely good quality. This was their 5K version, and on the channel you will have seen Belkin's version, but this is so much slimmer and lighter, and I actually kept this around with me for the next few days. I'm working on a comparison review at the same time. They had smaller versions and laptop power banks, which I'm looking into getting to do a review on, but these deliver up to 140 watts of power and can act like a UPS, allowing for pass-through charging, and if the power cuts out, it will just switch to charging from the power bank directly. Pretty genius. I've also got a 2-in-1 wireless charging dock from Belkin, and from what I've heard, Cygnett is looking into a direct complete replacement for this, so stay subscribed so in the future you might see a review on this. Samsung came over with their UltraGear monitor, which caught my eye before the laptop even did. This is their 34-inch WQHD OLED display delivering HDR image quality with a 21:9 ultra-wide curved image, which is crazy, 240Hz refresh rate, and an ultra-low response time of 0.03 milliseconds. Samsung, I would really love to do a review with you guys, so if you're watching this, I've got quite a video idea for you. But just below that was their LG Gram Pro AI laptop. Ultra thin, lightweight, but with power that's optimized for their AI. LG Xboom was around with a wide range of selections of the devices, speakers, earbuds, and with the help of will.i.am, it's brought some genuine brand awareness to LG Audio. Fly HoneyComb Aeronautical had me addicted to the setup. They had a demo where you could fly a plane in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but attached to it was their Alpha Flight Controls Lite, a 180-degree yoke for navigation and pretty intuitive to fly with. Also paired was their Sierra TPM module to control the node up and down, landing gear, and you can change a few things as it is modular. Here's some gameplay footage, and of course I landed it. Just about. Their new Echo controller combines all of this into one handheld controller. It's not out as yet, but I was looking at their prototype and it actually might become a consumer product for everyone else to use. Now Fairphone, a brand that I haven't heard in a long time, was surprising to see them there. But with their new Fairphone Gen 6 with 8GB of RAM, 256GB of storage, with the Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 processor powering it all. A triple camera setup with the main camera being a 50MP sensor, a 4415 mAh battery, which they state can run up to almost 2 days on a single charge. Now I would love to get my hands on this and test this, so possibly this might be the first Android phone on the channel. Stay subscribed to see that. The whole point of the Fairphone Gen 6 is to be modular. You can add and change pieces and you can update some parts too, easy for repairability and designed to just last a lot longer. They also had their headphones on show and their earbuds, which seem to be good enough to use in the gym, so we're going to try that out when I get my hands on them. But that's a wrap on the Exertis Exclusive event for this year, and special thanks again to Exertis and WGA for making this possible. Stay subscribed for the reviews on a few of these products, and I'll see you guys in the next one.